Turn that up.
Real scratches, you think, or like effect scratch? Has to be a scratch.
I think Scram Jones did those.
Okay.
Maybe.
But maybe not.
Scram is a scratch.
Talk right into your mic, Laura.
If it's scram, it's a scratch. A real one.
I just couldn't feel that from the beginning that
A real one.
It's a real scratch.
it's a vibe.
Okay.
Do we know if so full disclosure, welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday, everyone. When we talked about the Grammys the other day, and the great job that Lauryn and Clef did, we're obviously you're very close with Jerry Wonder.
Yes.
Did Jerry have anything to do with anything they did or no?
I don't know. I did not ask.
I want to know. Clef would be a fun guest for us to get too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about Lauryn?
Lauryn, we could probably get.
Like Lauryn is someone who doesn't do much, but you've always had a relationship with.
Yeah, we're cool. So yeah, I mean, I would love to have her on the show
because
she wants to talk.
I'm just curious about. I want to know, and you know what? We should Quest Love too. Add that to the. Add all these names to the list, folks.
Lauryn is amazing.
We just have to do the show at midnight.
I just don't. When the cameras come on and you're asking her questions, it changes things.
I feel like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When
It's
I've seen her in
different
person,
now.
she seems so friendly.
Nah, she's the greatest. But now the cameras are on and stuff to talk about, and so then she's kind of. I don't think she's not. In.
What is that?
What if we get? Well, okay, so what if we tell her exactly what we want to talk
Some
about?
people don't like being asked questions, guys. I'm just be honest.
But what about just chat?
Some people don't trust it. They don't trust it. The cameras are on. I lights are shining. You're asking me questions.
But I just
don't
thought
like
because you guys are cool, then maybe she feel more
Nah,
comfortable.
She may not want me asking her questions.
Well, just think about it. How much has she ever done? She did the thing when Apple gave her the #1 album of all time. They did a little thing.
Yeah, we
with
did a
her.
little thing.
She popped out for a second.
Yeah.
He said a little thing.
Yeah, but she's. I wonder whether some of the thing is with Lauryn is that the way we were exposed to her was so gigantic. It was always so like the miseducation was so big that you kind of end up in this perfect space and you like don't want to mess it up.
Well, I also just think, look, man, I don't do a lot of people. I do a lot of interviews, but I don't sit and have people ask me questions a lot. Think about even you guys. How often do you guys sit down and somebody interviews you?
Not that often.
And I gotta say, I don't think I like it.
Really?
I don't love it.
I don't love it either.
I in some ways am more comfortable with it because I feel like when you get asked questions, I don't know. But I'm comfortable talking, so asking me questions is not hard.
Yeah, I don't love it.
But
so when people are like we were talking about J. Cole yesterday, I understand why you don't want to do interviews, bro. I said everything in my songs. What else you want from me? Like, for instance, one of the reasons I never started a podcast and went on this pod. I'm on air all day, bro. I talk all morning about how I feel. Then I go on Apple and I play music I love. What more do you want from me to say?
Well, respectfully, as you would say to me right now, this isn't about you. Why not Lauryn Hill, though? She doesn't have a podcast.
Well, no, I'm just saying I can relate.
Right, but you say a lot otherwise. Like, it is interesting, these people who don't ever say anything, and you think, like, they might want people to know more about them for their legacy. And like,
maybe
things
she
they
does,
feel.
but maybe she feels like people know too much about her personal life, about her kids.
We don't know anything.
Yeah, we know a lot.
No, we don't.
We absolutely know,
we know
about
who she had,
we know about her family.
That she has kids.
We know about kids, which I'm sure she doesn't want to talk about. We know about the controversy between the Fugees. We know about
Doesn't want
that.
to talk about that.
I'm sure she doesn't want to talk about what's going on with Praz. She doesn't want to talk about John Fortage's passing.
Or
Like,
maybe.
But why not?
Maybe some beautiful moments, some high. You know what I mean?
Maybe she would want to.
Can't she trust that that's what it's going to be about?
I don't know.
But that's all I'm saying. And I don't know this to be true. She might watch this and be like, Ebro, shut the F up. You don't know what you're talking about. I would love to come on the show.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I hope that Ebro, when people talk ish about me, if it ever comes up to him, I hope Ebro defends me as well as he can defend other people's decisions to not do things with us. I swear to you.
Do you hear mostly good stuff about yourself? And that's because I defend you.
No, I don't. So you're not doing a good enough job. By the way, when I just rubbed my head, it reminded me of that video of LeBron the other day. Y'all saw that?
No.
Y'all didn't see the LeBron video?
No, what happened?
Yo, I'm sorry, Bascom. If you find it and you can get it in, please. Yo, LeBron after the Knicks game was sitting there with his brush during having a conversation, brushing his joint like he had so much hair. And I saw people posting it going, this is the level of delusion I hope to achieve one day. There was nothing there.
No,
He's
listen.
brushing his head, bro.
No, listen. No, LeBron, I love you.
No.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It's gone.
Ebro, bring a brush. You might as well bring a brush to the show.
Imagine if he's in there brushing. Stop right now.
Oh, no,
it's gone,
hold on,
man.
I have one. Hold on. I have my beard brush. Your man was like this.
It's gone. It's over. And by the way, I want to say to LeBron, I love where you went this season with your haircut.
What's different this year?
He cut it it's mostly gone. He's not like trying to hang on to this like hodgepodge 1, 2, skip a few hair.
There's 1, 2, skip a few again. What were we doing for a long time?
What was the artist you told me who has luxurious hair and he got the amazing like hair?
Oh no, John Cena.
John Cena. Yeah.
Well, but here's the deal. Here's the problem, folks.
Here we go. Hair transplant talk, and I think Rosenberg's gonna go get it.
No, I'm not. Dipperstein, my manager, shut me down when I was like, yo, I had a good talk with John Cena. Maybe I should go to this guy he went to in Georgia or wherever it is, North Carolina.
Right.
And Dip was like, you absolutely cannot do that. I was like, why not? You don't get to tell me I don't get to have hair. He was like, this is your look. It is over. There is no changing this anymore. You're a bald man. You are a bald man. But John Cena explained to me, the problem is, where's the country people all go to get their hair?
Rasan says Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey, right? Everyone's like, oh, I got to go to Turkey.
Yes, Turkey.
Once you hear that become the thing that everyone says, you can be sure there's a reason. The reason is they're doing it for cheap.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, go to Turkey, because when you go to Turkey, get it done for like 10, 15 grand or whatever it is. If you do it in the U.S., with like the best possible people, you might be looking at like 30.
Okay.
My question is, if LeBron really had cared, like, why didn't he ever? Because they can do it. Like,
but isn't there a thing where it doesn't take for some people?
If you go to a bad, so what Cena explained to me was, it's the time they take the follicles out
from the back.
From the back, you need to have enough. You need to have enough.
This segment needs to be sponsored. Somebody clip this up and send it
Rogaine
around.
and minoxidil.
We need that bag.
If you don't have enough in the back, you can't do it.
But I'm sure LeBron does. That he said the problem is when you go to the cheap places.
And why would LeBron go to a cheap?
He wouldn't. That's right. But maybe back then he did. He just heard from someone this is where you go.
He did this a while ago, right?
A while back. It's the period between when they put the follicles back in your head, they can die if it's not done the exact right way. So they end up putting it all in. But guess what? A bunch of it just died in the last half hour before they got it in your head.
Damn it, man.
And now you just put dead follicles in. Hit the button.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Damn it, man.
And think about that. But John Cena's came out luxurious. You want to see luxurious hair. Do you have the video of Cee-Lo Green at the Grammys the other day, by any chance? Cee-Lo Green's son. You want to see luxurious hair.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Run the tape,
I think I met Cee-Lo Green's son before.
Did you? I'll tell you what.
Cee-Lo.
If he had the look that he had the other day, I guarantee you'd remember
what look was this?
I'll show you in a second.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is my young son.
Hello.
Nick,
she said hello.
Lake Erie? That is amazing. Okay, so where's the thought of saying we're going to name him Lake Erie?
What do you think about it?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it opens up just an air of mystery. It makes it seem like a little bit bigger than, just a human being.
If you're listening, you're not watching.
I love it.
My man looks like Insane Clown Posse meets Marilyn Manson meets Kiss. Yes, Big Kiss.
What's that guy, Gene Simmons?
Y'all
Big
have the
Gene
time of your life
Simmons.
tonight. You gonna turn a couple corners at the end of the night?
I will.
Yeah.
All right, you could kill it.
But here's the thing, though. That runs in the family. Whatever that is, it's in the family.
Yeah.
Y'all forget Cee-Lo Green when he started Gnarls Barkley, or maybe it was even before Gnarls Barkley. I don't remember. But definitely during Gnarls Barkley, he was wearing full Star Trek outfits on stage.
Yeah, crazy stuff. He did fake hair stuff too, right?
I don't know. No, he's bald.
No, I don't remember if he ever rocked crazy wigs too. I don't remember. In that era.
He may have. The Cee-Lo Green musical story, I mean, there's obviously some news headlines that weren't so great. But the Cee-Lo Green musical story, what was remember the Boomer? He's on the Boomerang soundtrack. What was the name of that group he was in?
Oh, there's not I thought there's that's pre-Goody Mob. That's
pre-Goody Mob. Like right before Goody Mob, he was in a group
92.
that's on the Boomerang soundtrack, I think. Then there was Goody Mob. And then there was Solo.
Okay.
He's on the Carlos Santana album. Remember that dope Carlos Santana album Wyclef did?
Yeah.
He's on that.
The one that won all the Grammys?
Yeah, then he's on the Gnarls Bark, like Cee-Lo Green.
Not to mention just Outkast features too.
No, yeah, then there's that.
All right,
But
so
he's always been like super expressive and
he's an artist.
Yeah.
okay. The LaFace Cartel
Yeah, maybe
Could it be that?
Maybe
Because he was on. LaFace was where he was at.
Yep.
So that's the only group I see. Reversal of a Dog by the LaFace Cartel. Oh, man, I'd die without you, PM Dawn. It gets no better, buddy. I got to tell you right now, for my money, folks, in that movie, when they have, if you remember.
Wait, you're on Boomerang soundtrack now.
Yeah, we're talking
okay,
about, you brought it up. It's your fault.
Well, I didn't know how you got to PM Dawn. I forgot that was on there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
boom.
yes.
And remember, at this time, for the audience, Rosenberg was like, how would you say your infatuation for Halle Berry was?
Oh, man, it's out of control.
Posters on the wall galore.
No, not posters. Just there were no posters.
Weren't staying on the wall because it was sticky stuff on them, so he had to change them.
First of all, this is pre-posters.
Don't you ill booger woman. We'll get back to you and your posters on the wall.
Facto. This is pre-posters existing. This is when I just had her as the 50 most beautiful people thing, just it wrapped up in my pocket like a psycho.
That was stuck together.
Oh man. So we got to get her on the show one day because this is a different level.
Yo, this guest lineup for the
crazy.
ELR show?
Oh, it's gonna no, the made up guest line. Anyways,
list.
the scene though, when because they have the David Allen Greer and Eddie get into the thing over Halle because David liked her and Eddie ends up hooking up with her and blah blah blah. And then Martin's like, nah, man, we need to have one big motherfucking hug, man. And he brings them all together and they hug on the roof. And the second they hug and they turn around to go inside, they cut to like the buildings in the background and the lights go on and it hits the "Is it my turn?" Oh man, that's my moment in life. You guys, that doesn't hit you guys?
No.
Oh,
it was beautiful, but I don't know what.
That movie was so good, man.
Yo, Rosenberg's always wanted to be in love. Isn't it beautiful? Like when you really think about it, like
that's not even a love scene though. That's like a brotherhood scene. But that song was always that song of all the lovey songs.
Joint?
That joint is.
Shout to PM Dawn. Rest in peace, man.
Well, not both of them.
No. I'm sorry.
What's my man's name?
See, we're terrible. Hit us with the button.
Damn, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? You could have just let it be.
Sorry, because I was going to shout out Jersey City because he's from Jersey City.
PM Dawn got a really bad rap because KRS-One went and threw them off the stage.
And for no reason.
Yeah, there was no reason to do it that we know of. Prince B, yeah, rest in peace. Jersey City, New Jersey. Speaking of Jersey City, New Jersey, ICE is out there heavy. Yeah. ICE is moving around Jersey City, so pay attention.
ICE was also in the Lower East Side.
Lower East Side.
Lower East Side targeting cooks.
Say word. Mm-hmm. Hey, yo, for you people out there, you morons who can fix your lips to be like, well, Obama deported people, Biden deported. Yes. And we've had ICE since 2001. But they were not just running in restaurants, busting in people's houses, breaking windows on people's cars who were American citizens. Like, it just wasn't this. And so it's not the what, it's the how, man. Like, I can't even believe we have to have these convos.
Yo,
Natalie, and the who?
Natalie sent me a video this morning at like 6 a.m.
That's my wife.
Rosenberg's Natalie.
Yes.
Okay.
Up there seeing political videos to ruin your whole day. First thing at 6 a.m.
She sent me 2 videos.
Okay.
And I watched the second one she sent me, and I was all choked up because it's a scene in Minnesota where it's like somebody's yelling, "They're here! Go inside!"
I've seen that. Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like, what the?
On the street, right? Yes. Like a suburban neighborhood, yeah.
Well, like, and people are clear.
With fear, like, please stay inside.
So I know we're all triggered by the videos, and I know we're all triggered by the reality, the Don Lemon of it all, that videos like that of it all. Are we clear that this is happening because A, they want to destabilize Minnesota as a state and Minneapolis and get those voter rolls? Like,
yes.
Everybody never forget that.
They said it.
The woman, the attorney general said, we will get ICE out of there if you give us your voter rolls. Don't forget also, they just went and took all the voter registration and ballots from Georgia, Fulton County, one of the blackest counties in the United States of America. Just went and took that.
Why would they want those?
They're also keeping from us that Tulsi Gabbard has something in her file that they say will jeopardize national security, so they're not allowing it to the public. Tulsi Gabbard, who was on the scene in Fulton County, Georgia, when they took the ballots.
And why is she even? She shouldn't even.
She shouldn't have even been there. That's not even a thing she's supposed to be a part of. But the reason, and so I want to say to everyone else or watching right now, I don't think we have national security. I want you guys to stop. our government of the United States works for Israel, or Trump works for Russia, Tulsi Gabbard works for Russia. Like, what are y'all talking about with this national security? What are you hiding? When you look into the Epstein files, what national security? Like, what are you securing from what?
Who knows?
Epstein was in here getting you psychos and weirdos trapped up with children. It's in the documents. So you were and by the way, Bill and Hillary are out here about to go testify.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to stand in front of the public and go testify.
Well, weren't they gonna try to come for them if they didn't? So they just volunteered and said, we're gonna come talk to them.
Yes.
Yeah, at first, they were just trying to drag them. Bill and Hillary said, we want to testify.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Then they said, oh, no, we don't want you to testify. They said, no, if you want us, then they wanted them to come testify, but not in public. Bill and Hillary was like, no, we want it to be seen what we testify. We don't want to do this behind closed doors.
Right.
We want people to see the
words
testimony.
The words need to be seen.
Yeah.
Right,
and
we don't want this hidden.
And they said that we hope that they'll do it at a mutually agreed upon date and time, and then they said they hope that them doing it will set the precedent that other people have to do the same thing, which of course it won't work, but it's a nice thought.
Well, do we have Wally Rashid from Instagram? I want you guys to look at this. So while we're hooting and hollering about ICE, which we should be,
yeah,
and we have to be able to do multiple things at the same time, though. Can I see this clip, please?
The ex-U.S. ambassador to Mexico impregnated an 11-year-old girl. This is Earl Anthony Wayne, the former U.S. ambassador to Mexico from 2011 to 2015.
Wait, pause that for me.
Ex-U.S. ambassador to Mexico, Mr. Earl Anthony Wayne, about his involvement.
Trigger warning. We probably should have said that ahead of time.
Thank you.
Sorry. Running it again, because this is, and if you got kids watching, buckle up.
With an underage girl when he attended and was arrested by federal police. We believe that Blank and Epstein were involved organizing this party, and it was held in Mexico at a U.S. consulate-controlled housing facility. He was sentenced in Mexico in 2017 to a life sentencing for impregnating an 11-year-old girl. Her son's DNA matches Wayne's 100%. But after a huge payoff, the U.S. State Department made a deal with a corrupt judge to allow an ex-U.S. Marine to stand in his place and serve his sentencing in Mexico. Mr. Anthony has an outstanding arrest warrant here in Mexico for avoiding sentencing. Earl Anthony Wayne is now a professor at American University. He's actually teaching classes in the spring of this year on U.S. foreign policy diplomatic practice. After this started circulating online, Earl Anthony Wayne deleted his X account. Reporting on more Epstein-related documents, those other videos are on my YouTube channel.
The Epstein story, yes, it's about Donald Trump. He is currently the president of the United States.
Of course.
Okay. But it is also about all of these powerful people around the world, right? What was the former prime minister of Israel before Netanyahu?
Ehud Barak?
Yep. He's lots of emails with Epstein. Lots of them. Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Right? Yesterday, day before yesterday, I talked to you guys about Bari Weiss, the head of CBS's wife, who was communicating with Epstein.
Elon Musk.
The
owner of the Giants, Tish.
Didn't know that one.
Oh yeah, he's in there. I read those emails are weird.
The guy who started Victoria's Secret, who gave him
that guy's way in there. Yeah.
That's right. Like it's a lot of people in there, but I point to this because we are being inundated with so much stuff. It's hard to pay attention to what really matters. So most of us will pay attention to the fact that ICE is in Jersey City. That's in my backyard, right? So that I can't. But why are they in Jersey City? Why are they in Minneapolis? Why is this happening anyway in the way that it's happening? A lot of this noise is because they don't want us focused on the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
You said, Ballard, what was Ballard's tweet?
Someone said, it wasn't him, but he retweeted it. Someone said, oh, you know what's the craziest thing about Trump shutting down the Kennedy Center? All the raping kids in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because all these other stories that are meant to make us talk about other stuff, not that the most horrific things imaginable with the most powerful people in our country are in these files.
And by the way, I'm going to say it again, not just our country.
Right. All over the world. All kinds of people.
Did I tell you guys how I saw on Instagram how TikTok is now censoring the word Epstein?
See?
when mentioned in DMs, but only to U.S. users. Currently, everyone else can see him. The UK, other parts of the world.
Well, no, because remember, Laura, TikTok is now the whole U.S. functionality and operating system of TikTok is all based. There's a U.S. version of TikTok.
Yeah.
Which is controlled by Larry Ellison, which his son and family controls Paramount, which is CBS.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. That was the whole deal, was that the guy who runs CBS, all these people are now running all of it. So you have Barry Weiss over CBS News.
Yep.
Ellison over all of it. Paramount, CBS, TikTok.
So
all
when
things
you,
a mess.
and so when you articulate, I think it's important, and we got to practice this. Just like you just went and mentioned TikTok, it's this way in the U.S., but not all over the world. You have to remind yourself that just changed. It's important to remind people that TikTok is now, what you're seeing is controlled in the United States. The algorithm, the data, the access to the data, all that. We were told that we should be concerned that China had access to our data.
Oh, yeah. That was
a big
how dangerous
concern.
that was.
And I want to reiterate there, on all the platforms, the world has access to your data. You know why? Because they sell your data to advertisers.
Right, that's the value.
Advertisers from all over the world could buy your data. So anyone could buy your data.
Right. China can still buy our data.
So what are we talking about?
But
you know what we're talking about?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But I do think it's all very confusing, and that's why I just get frustrated, because we talk very loosely about the Epstein files, and I think everyone's obsessed with it being about Trump. And whenever I speak
he's the president of the United States, and people voted for him.
I totally get it. But I think people keep waiting for the smoking gun on Trump to be in the Epstein files. And I don't know. I think we may be being misdirected, that there may be something else that's more sinister and more important even than Trump's role in the Epstein files. It's just people are so desperate. We're also desperate to find the thing to take down Trump that we're hoping that's the thing that's in there. I don't know that I think he's the level of primary player that everybody hopes.
Well, I think people don't want him in control of what he's in control of. So they're focused on that.
Well, they think that's the way out. But the thing is, my point is, nothing's the way out. He literally held an insurrection. He's openly now trying to go into Georgia and force people to make up votes. He's going to Minnesota, sending ICE and saying, "Give us your voter rolls." He's doing so many more obvious things that should disqualify him from being president. But we're obsessed with, we're going to find it in there. I don't know that we are. I think that's why he's sort of confident that it's not going to be enough, and he knows his people. Unless there's video or photo evidence, hearsay.
Well, there's photos.
Of what, though?
Of him with Epstein,
that's not enough.
His drawings and his birthday cards, or him saying, "Hey, what did he say in his little birthday card? Our little secret."
Another wonderful secret, or here's to another wonderful secret, whatever the hell it is.
But again, to your point, we need
they won't
concrete.
They won't do it.
Also,
no one turns on it.
But also, this stuff has been there, right? Epstein was convicted before Trump was in office,
right?
So other people are knowledgeable about this that are not Republicans.
Right.
Right? So this is bigger than, to your point, it's bigger than just Trump. But I think people are focused on Trump because he's the president. And he's the entity that currently has the say-so to either stop this from being, tried and pushed forward, or get him being removed so that it can be. You see what I mean? He is kind of the I guess, linchpin in the whole chain.
Right.
So you would have to remove him
and
then prosecute, which I still don't believe is going to happen, because why didn't they do that before?
And now they don't have the numbers to do it. So maybe after the midterms, that's why they're so scared of the midterms, in theory.
They're shook.
Is because if they get control, they could do more. I don't know.
It's all this.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah.
We should all be embarrassed. We should all be very embarrassed. And mostly you if you voted for Trump.
Yeah, more so than us.
Less than me.
Yeah.
Way less than me.
Yeah, no.
Way less.
There's some people who regret it, and there's so many who still are just supporting, and they're running out of words.
I'm not here. I'm be honest. Call me a bad guy. It's tough for me to sit and listen to people talk about regretting it.
Me too.
I can't do it.
Me too. You're an idiot.
I can't do it because you knew all of this. If I knew it, you knew it.
People just didn't believe it would happen.
Who are you texting?
My wife. I'm sorry.
Yo.
No, it's not about that. Sorry.
Natalie, stop texting during the show, man. We're launching a new show.
For God's sake. I know.
We're trying to keep the mortgage paid around here. You're distracting them during the show.
I can't be distracted. I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted, as you know.
Yeah, and whose idea was it for you to look at the chat? Whose idea was that?
I didn't do bad looking at the chat.
You did okay.
he
Because
was good.
I'm more capable of doing that than you guys are.
Than me?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, you're steering the ship. I think if you could do that, we're losing you altogether.
Well, look, the ELR show, if you are in the chat right now, shout to you. Shout to everybody in the super chat, giving love. Shout to everybody who's subscribed. Listen, we have, almost 50,000 subscribers?
Yep.
About 2,000 short.
Yeah, and a nice number on Patreon, too.
We got about 2,500 to 3,000 people who show up live every day.
Yeah.
Who have to take out the time. I ran into a lot of people, East's football games, and just out and about. It's like, yo, we really miss you in the morning. And I'm like, yo, check out the ELR show on YouTube.
That's
every
right.
day, 8 o'clock. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, we're live every day, 8 o'clock. And they didn't really.
It's going to take time.
They didn't know. And B, didn't really process. Don't show. They don't know. Don't show.
And don't care about what's going on in the hood.
But subscribe and also like.
Like, all that stuff is very important. Share. But that like button matters. I think it's going to take time for people to not only know about it, but then get used to the idea of, I open YouTube in my car when I'm driving.
I know.
It's like, yeah, just let it rock.
Get the YouTube app.
Now, you can listen on the podcast later. It may be easier for you. What time does our podcast usually go up, Griff?
About 11.
About 11 o'clock?
All right, not too bad.
I feel like Griff's lying.
Well, you could always be listening to the day before, though, in the morning. So,
Yes.
like, if you, let's say you drive on Tuesday, you listen to Monday's show at, 7:30 when you get in the car, whatever. If listening on YouTube isn't your thing, your cup of tea, if you
Yeah, we have options for you.
Now, we have a Black History Month.
That's right.
That's happening. Happy Black History Month to everyone. Yesterday, I failed in my attempt to include Shawnee Culture's Black Fact on the program. I was vetoed.
It was just a thought.
I was told it was uncouth,
Yeah, we didn't need it.
shady for me to be watching to see if Shawnee Culture would deliver more than 4 Black Facts in February.
Yeah.
You think that I still want to do it?
I mean, listen, it's interesting, but I still.
Yo, can you imagine if Shawnee Culture delivered a video Black Fact every day in February? We couldn't get an audio.
I wanted him
video?
to. I told him to do it.
It's not happening, though.
And he was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I was like,
Well, listen, these we got to go on these cruises, folks.
yeah.
These cruises ain't cruising themselves.
What was his Black Fact about?
The one that they posted
Yeah.
was about how Hot 97 and WBLS were the first outlets in New York to play international music.
Huh?
Yeah. That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, reggae, calypso, dance hall. Then he's like hip hop, R&B.
WBLS. They didn't mention Kiss FM.
But even so, I just don't know if it's a true Black Fact.
Is it? And why? And international music? It's Black History Month in North America. It's for Black Americans.
But it's a Black Fact still.
It's still a Black Fact.
If it's a fact.
For sure.
I don't know if that's true. My guess is, though, respectfully to Hot and BLS, there are a lot of radio stations in New York. Public stations, airwaves that the people control, where I think international music's been getting played for longer than...
BLS, maybe.
BLS wasn't really on, some reggae and dancehall.
Well, no, they played Mama Zo, Mama Za, Mama Makuza. That's Nigerian. That's African. That original record.
They were playing that original record?
Yeah, So Makosa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was playing that.
That was, you sure?
Positive.
You remember that?
Frankie Crocker was playing that.
You know
was
that.
like a big record.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got a Black Fact.
Well, no,
we do?
Oh, we have a fact that's black.
Yes.
No, we have a Black Fact.
We can't. Can we call it a Black Fact?
You can't own Black Facts. Yeah. I'm not.
No
what?
way.
Nobody can just own that.
They own the group.
No. They don't own the guru either. If we keep it in a bean, we just changed it around.
Okay. I don't know how these rules work, guys. Do whatever you want.
Who's this with our Black Fact today, Laura Style?
You should follow him. He goes by Def Not Ant, and he has great content.
Let me see.
He's one of my favorite creators.
Come on, Ant.
Did you know this? Keenan Ivory Wayans is the reason why the NFL put so much money and time into their Super Bowl halftime show. In the late 80s and early 90s, he had a show called In Living Color. It featured a diverse cast and even put on some of the biggest names that we know today, like Jennifer Lopez, Jamie Foxx, and even Jim Carrey. Prior to 1993, the Super Bowl halftime show wasn't what we know it to be today. It wasn't full of star-studded performances and celebrity pageantry. It usually was just ads, a break, or coming attractions for a specific event. And in 1992, it was noted in an ice skating competition during the Super Bowl halftime show. Knowing this information, Keenan Ivory Wayans and the executives at Fox came up to air a live broadcast of In Living Color to try to take away some of the viewership from the Super Bowl. And it didn't just work, it worked really well. Out of the Super Bowl 79.5 million person viewership, In Living Color took 11% of that. And a lot of those people didn't tune back into the Super Bowl. The NFL got wind of this, they weren't too happy, and the next year they spent $1 million and booked Michael Jackson.
And that's a fact.
And I say it based on
That was very well done.
Very cool.
That's
right?
Def Not Ant on the Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I brought that black fact last year, but it's a really good fact.
I mean, he broke it down.
It's not
gave
about
visuals,
you,
though.
know,
I'm just
Black
letting you know.
History Month.
No, it was done beautifully.
I feel like you're trying to hate on Def Not Ant.
No, I just want to,
Let him have his moment.
No, he really, honestly, obviously.
And yours didn't have all that going on.
All I did was say, hey, I'm listening to a Michael Jackson podcast. Did you know In Living Color? That's all I said. That was really well put together. That was dope. Thanks to Def Not Ant. That was
Def
great.
Not Ant, man. And listen.
That fact was black.
It was a black fact.
All right.
and I say it based on facts.
Yo, Laura, you ready for the rundown?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Laura got the rundown, turn that up. Screens on glow when she pull up. Headlines heavy, but we still cut up. Lights still flashing, we don't slow up.
All right. Well, Miss Keke Palmer was trending because she was a guest on the Today Show. And she shared a really interesting tidbit about her love life.
Okay.
All right, check this out.
We can be in a guest house, you know what I'm saying? We can be on the same, land, but I'm over there and he's over there. At best, separate rooms.
Okay. So what about, you go to the bathroom, you have the two toothbrushes?
No, so he can mess my bathroom.
Is that your hot take? So
I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah. Wait. Time out. You're for real right now?
I'm for real.
So what
married even.
So you're married? He's gonna live around the corner?
Around the corner would be great.
What about a guest house? Would you let him live in the guest house?
He can be in a guest house.
So do you want kids?
I could be open, but one thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together.
You're so quick. Should I take it personally?
But think about how fun it would be to be like, I'm going over to my man's house.
Yeah.
Over there.
You know what?
It keeps things right.
It's fun and exciting. I want to go sit on his couch.
And he better clean when you're coming over.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, listen, who are we to judge?
I'm not. I love this. Totally not mad at this point.
You know who has a successful relationship and partakes in this? Sheryl Lee Ralph.
Sheryl Lee Ralph.
Yeah.
All right, Sheryl Lee Ralph.
She's been married for over 25 years.
It was news to me that there are a lot of people doing this, and 20 plus.
It's rich talk. Let's be clear, it's rich talk. Because you got to have two households. So
yeah, there is
that part's real.
That's true.
But if you can afford to do it, why would you not? Because you have the option to be together as much as you want. But to be able to be like, I'm good, I'm going to go chill, wow. Pretty tight.
Now, I think what I would do, I don't know if I would do that. And I'm fortunate to be in a situation where I actually still like cuddling. I like sharing space, whatever. But hypothetically, if I was Keke Palmer, I would be more of a, let's get condos in the same building.
Ooh, nice. Perfect.
Easier. Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs.
I would, however, I mean, same hallway, whatever.
Fire. But the point to me is just about having your own space to go to when you want to.
Now, Keke Palmer's got enough money where it's kind of like, do you need to be down the street around the corner? Can we just have two houses on the same property?
I mean, I could argue also, your own room is probably...
So I know, I'm familiar, there's multiple people I know that have that scenario, and they've been married for like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
They have their own, they sleep in different rooms.
Sometimes they sleep together?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
But they have
I
their own
definitely
space.
know they have their own spaces, and usually that starts because somebody snores.
Boom.
Or
But often that's the beginning of something bad. but it doesn't have to be.
I mean, I know somebody who's been married for like 15 years, and they sometimes sleep together, or they just
But can I keep it?
have sex, and then they separate because of the snoring.
I'll keep it a buck though.
Okay.
People don't love, even with their close friends, talking about all of their details. So they will give you some details, like, yeah, we have separate rooms, and it's great.
Right.
And it's not great.
No, listen, in my friend's scenario, to your point,
Yeah.
she would like it to change.
Right.
She's been trying to work with him, and he's just kind of like, doesn't want to go to the doctor, so it's been that.
But to Laura, what you're saying right now is, and we'll get to the gurus in a little bit.
Okay.
What you're saying right now is, I want to stay with you. I love you. But you're not making enough changes to yourself so that my day-to-day isn't affected by you being in shambles.
A slovenly pig.
Yeah.
Or whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not willing to make improvements, but I still want to be with you.
Right.
Fact.
Love you.
So that's a solution, actually,
Yeah.
in many ways. For people who do love each other and maybe have everything else is going great. But I need my sleep, and you are a slob, and I've asked you 9,000 times to clean up after yourself in the bathroom, and I can't take it anymore.
No matter how you cut it, I don't think the take from Keke is crazy. She's rich. She has a lot of stuff going on.
It's definitely rich people talk, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 2 houses, 2 of everything.
Yeah. All right, guys. In other news, the Kelly Clarkson show has come to an end.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's leaving after 7 seasons. Now, she's saying that she's prioritizing family and saying that it wasn't an easy decision, but that's what she's going to do.
I have to assume, as much as I like the Jennifer Hudson show, that people realize that this type of thing is a real job.
Oh, yeah. But wait, there's more. I have more. Sherri Shephard also canceled after 4 seasons due to the evolving daytime television landscape. Now, there's rumors that Jennifer Hudson might be. It's a rumor. And Drew Barrymore's in there, too.
The L might be gone?
Rumors.
It's hard. That gig, the daytime talk gig, is hard. And also, guys, here's what I would tell you. What I bet's going on here is a lot of the wives who are chilling at home and watching daytime talk, or husbands, whoever's home during that daytime, I bet a lot of those people, like everybody else, are now sitting around scrolling their phones.
Absolutely.
And they're just not watching it.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
So they're not turning the TV on anymore. You got to give them a reason to turn on the TV.
But then there's also, this is network, bro. You know how many apps and shows? Bro, I can binge. Because remember, back in the day, it was soap operas. So you would just turn it on in the afternoon. Maybe there was a Merv Griffin or something. But you was watching.
No, not Merv Griffin. Andy Griffith.
No. I'm talking about the talk shows.
But that wasn't during the day, though.
Wasn't Merv on?
Merv Griffin was during the day?
I don't remember that.
That's ahead of my time. But
Price is Right.
Price is Right. That's now we're talking game show.
What else was on in the afternoon?
Wasn't Sally Jesse Raphael?
Yes.
But I'm saying before Sally Jesse, like I'm saying like old school, General Hospital.
Well, that was always, mornings and into afternoons.
Right? So now all of that content still exists, or styles of that content. You could watch, Taylor Sheridan's got all these damn soap operas. You got Landman, Tulsa King. How many different shows are there? So am I going to sit down and watch a conversation every day, or am I going to cut on a show with a plot and a story? There's so much content that's going to pull you away from watching a daily show.
Yeah. And people see the clips online. I always had that thought about Jennifer Hudson's show, is that like the dance clips have gotten so popular. And I'm like, that hit everyone's algorithm super hard, is watching people dance. And I just thought, does any of this translate to people watching the show?
Yo, J Hud, can I get the Spirit Tunnel, though, since you're not using that no more? I like the Spirit Tunnel.
Hey, it's a rumor for her.
No, guys, you know what? All I could think about, though, and hopefully that show won't get canceled.
Yes.
A lot of people work on that show. All I could think about with the Spirit Tunnel is, damn, they pay a lot of salaries on that show. They got like 25 people in that Spirit Tunnel. What do y'all do?
Learning a new chant.
What do you guys do besides chant? I want to know, because I'm like,
they working, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's hard to have shows that employ that many people.
Heavy lift.
Yeah.
25, 30 people working on a daytime show. You got to get a lot of people watching that.
Well, and then I didn't even get to Tubi. I know we make fun of Tubi and Zeus, but man, people are watching that.
I love Tubi. What are you talking about? Evolve every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
The Zeus network.
I'm a star of Tubi. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's
right. My show's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yo, with friends like you.
that
You don't know that my show that I do commentary on a wrestling show that airs every Wednesday night on Tubi? You haven't heard me mention that.
Talked about
You've
it
never
several
heard me
times.
I didn't put it together that it was on Tubi. For some reason, I thought it was just like wrestling.
And by the way, Tubi isn't Zeus, bro. Zeus is a channel. Tubi is like an app that's just a way to watch lots of different things, and they have originals. It's Netflix, but free. That's it. I'm not saying it's, all I'm saying is all I know is my show. But there are a lot of people checking in on Tubi to watch movies for free. They have some original programming.
Shout out to Tubi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tubi.
Yo, but the content
Yo,
on
can
the
we get up?
Zeus Network
Will we be
is so
popping on Tubi?
crazy.
I don't know. What was that, Laura?
I said the content on the Zeus Network is so crazy.
I haven't
It
tapped
is
in.
so.
Laura's watching.
No, I'm not watching.
Don't
I don't
lie.
subscribe. I don't subscribe. But I just to your point.
Tired of Laura acting
People
on hot
love it, and it's bottom of the barrel type ish.
Wow, look at her slander.
No, it's
in the
bad.
bottom
No,
of the
It
barrel.
is. It is, and people love it.
Yo, Rasan, you're watching Zeus? Yep. Oh.
See? He doesn't watch-
That's bad. No,
bad.
Ebro, that proved the point, Lord. If it's beneath Bascom, it's under the
Thank you.
pavement.
Yeah, I don't even have a button
Hey,
for that.
Bascom, did you watch? I know one thing's been getting a ton of talk recently. Did you watch Traders? No. Didn't watch Traders.
What's Traders? What's that?
Traders is on Peacock, and it's a very big show.
Give me a plot.
Some people are telling the truth. Some people are lying.
It's
and
a reality show?
It's a reality
game
show,
What is it called?
and the people try to figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying.
Okay.
And this year, it got people super all riled up because Michael Rappaport was on the show.
Oh, that's a liar.
Okay.
And he was. That's a liar. And he was kicked off so early, mostly because people just couldn't stand him. And like, I'm not gonna lie, he was so unappealing on the clips that were moving around, it made me want to watch the show.
Hey, yo, Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, they got him up out of there super quick.
Oh my God, bro. He's the worst.
He's really the
He's
worst.
trying to run for mayor. I can't.
Yo, listen.
I can't.
I didn't know that Michael Rappaport was. I didn't have this on my bingo card for Michael Rappaport.
I know.
I did not. I thought he was acting in Higher Learning.
No, he's really Remy.
Yeah.
He's just not a bright.
I thought he was acting in Bamboozled.
Well, he hasn't gone all the way there.
Might as well.
But to be, I mean, he is such a tool. He is such a tool. Like, and by the way, I do understand people who were incredibly emotionally affected by October 7th.
Yeah.
For sure.
Of course.
And I could see how that for a while that could send you into a place of being like very protective, or I could see all these kind of emotions. And those people in the chat who don't get that, cool. It's fine. Choose not to understand other people's situation. But to then have time pass,
right,
where you in theory start to inform yourself as you get to know this issue and maybe listen to other people who are scholarly on it, not just the people who are telling you, thank you, we support you. Can you come help us and be a part of this? Can we fly you here?
Oh, no, he went full grift.
Can we make you a mascot for us? Can we? That's where, and him and I got into it because at some point during his early days of going crazy pro-Israel and just being hateful and, in my opinion, and terrible, I called him stupid. I just said, you are stupid. You are not an educated person. You are not very bright, and you should listen to other people who are smarter. I guess he was really offended because I know him. We've had a personal relationship for a long time. And I think he was offended that rather than like hit him directly, I aired him out publicly. To which I say, I understand how you feel. However, you're making these dumb opinions publicly. Right? And so like as a public person making public opinions, I'm now responding. Yo, this man texted me so crazy and said the most foul things literally about my father.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, bad mouth my
He
father.
never told us this.
So he had opinions of your father the whole time?
No, because he only got to know this, I guess, after I got into it. Maybe he heard me in the episode of Juan Ep where I talked about him. Maybe he heard me talking about my dad, and he went and looked it up. Let me give you the exact lingo here, so we don't get.
Well, and for the audience, while you look that up, why would Michael Rappaport not like your dad?
Because
he's been
because your dad's been outspoken about the crimes of Israel and
more than outspoken,
government.
right? I mean, he's my dad is writing about it every day.
Yeah,
he wrote.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Because now I see we talked above that at some point too, it looks like.
I just can't believe you never told us.
I definitely mentioned it at some point.
I feel like he mentioned it.
I did.
We just
On October 28th, 2023,
wow,
we had a long back and forth. Then I guess at some point I went far on the air probably and called him stupid. He wrote, "You fat matzo ball bleep. Don't mention my name again in any way, shape, or form ever. I FaceTimed your dumb P-word ass yesterday. You didn't pick up or hit me back. Don't say Michael Rappaport in any terms. You're a self-hating short F with daddy issues. Your father's a self-hating Jew, the worst kind, and raised a self-hating stereotype Jew."
That was it?
Worst kind.
I wrote,
"Shut your bitch ass up."
Please, Rosenberg.
Bitch.
I wrote, "Hey, dude, sorry I missed your FaceTime. Obviously, I struck a chord with you, and I apologize because I definitely spoke about you in insulting terms that I did not have to use. That said, we see this issue very, very differently. And I have to assume the only reason you've been saying and doing the things you've been saying and doing is because of ignorance. There is no way someone could have all the information available and believe that what we are seeing happen right now is the best way forward for the safety and security for both Jewish and Palestinian people. If you want to have a real conversation about the issue and are open to hearing some things, I am down to."
And what did he reply with?
"I could give a bleep about a conversation, your opinions, or any of that. Apologize on your podcast like you said, the whatever you said on your podcast. I could give a bleep about anything else you say or do. I speak to you in real life. I have a rule about ishing on people I speak to in real life, period."
Okay.
That was it? You didn't hit him back?
"Guess you never saw the apology. You attacked my family like a bleeping Looney Tune, but didn't catch the apology. Hope the screaming the same ish over and over again into your camera is effective, Henry Kissinger." Because at that point, he was just screaming the same things every day.
Are you triggered? I am. By some dude from New York who happens to be Jewish thinking that he speaks on behalf of all Jewish people? That doesn't trigger you at all?
What triggers me the most about it is, and this is why I got so angry, is you just came to this story. You were not an active person who knew about this prior to
Like your
October
dad.
7th. You know, but in fairness, my dad's only been deeply entrenched in this since the mid-60s. So you show up, some Hollywood actor but by the way, be clear, very successful, great career. That you No, it's a great career.
No, great. It's good.
It's not for a regular guy. No, he's not Denzel Washington or Robert De Niro.
You went with very successful.
It's a successful career, bro. If you set out as an actor,
that, yeah.
you set out as an actor and you do movies, Spike Lee, Scorsese, Woody Allen, like he's done it all. And then did the Tribe Called Quest doc.
Yes.
No question he had a great career.
Okay.
And you have now taken that brand and burned it to the ground because you were really emotionally affected by a very emotional and terrible event. And you allowed your brain to then be molded the way other people intended it to be molded and are not open to hearing real conversation and frankly become a clout chaser because the more you yell and scream into your camera, the more likes you get, the more conversation you get.
Okay.
That to me is deserving of how I described it, of really, really stupid.
Yeah, you're a Schmitty.
That's just being
And a little
bitch.
And you're missing the point. What's the most upsetting about it is if in your heart you really care about the safety and well-being of Jewish people, which he seems to be obsessed with, what you're doing is not helping, and that's really sad. You are dividing further and making it worse. So, and then the idea of like, yeah, I called you an idiot, but you had to come from my father and call him a self-hating Jew of all things?
I know.
Well, and then the other thing I always ask too, and we can wrap this up after this, or I ask myself this as I'm watching this play out. Do people honestly believe that this moment in history will ever just become a footnote? Where there will be some sort of forgiveness for the United States of America, forgiveness for the supporters and this current government of Israel? Do people believe that there's we'll get to the other side?
I don't know.
Like, what's on the other side?
We don't know.
Excuse me, I don't know. I don't know. Well, here's the thing, though. I pray there's somehow another side. But either way, how would there be forgiveness or any real like compassion for the people who had access to the information, the means to get the information, and all they did was from the safety and security of their own home scream about how justifying violence against
and that goes back to what, you know, forgiving people or people being regretful for voting for Donald Trump. Also, you had the information. Well, it was publicly talked about.
That's been a big thing. I'm curious to see if you run into because I know occasionally, not very often, you can occasionally run into Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, but
he's been big out here now. Like,
shut up.
No, and he's really. The
last time I saw Andrew Schultz, I was walking in the Hell's Kitchen on my mother-in-law's birthday. And so I had literally had the entire family, and he was going somewhere with his woman. He grabbed my arm, was like, yo, what's up, bro? I was like, yo, what's up? Headed in the Hell's Kitchen.
So he now has said he's like fully out on everything that's happening, and he's did not ever think it could go this way. And I don't think he's lying in how he feels about it. I think he's being truthful that he's really disturbed by it. But I just
the question then goes
how we got here.
No, but the question then goes, okay, taking that at face value, you didn't think we could get here, which means you had faith in this country and this government that we would never get here, despite people telling you that this is where it's going. So you had more faith in the government, in the marketing, than you did in human beings who were being affected or knew the history of this nation. So my next question goes, how will you find faith in this government ever again then? Or did you never have faith?
Well, that's you're giving those people a lot of credit and saying they must have really just believed something positive.
Okay, so then it was a grift. It had potential, and so you just decided to ignore that for the sake of the grift because now you got to sell out your Madison Square Gardens. You got your Hitler haircut. You got your Hitler mustache. You jumped on stage at the Garden, sold a bunch of tickets. You and Charlemagne did your podcast and did all your song and dance. You did all your things, got your clicks and you got your likes. And so now the new grift is I'm going to apologize.
That's what I think it is. I think it is. I don't even know if it was all the way a conscious I'm going to grift. It was that you do this thing in your head where you're like, nah, I mean, I'm just someone who's going to interview him. I'm not going to outright support him. I'm just going to give him the platform, and I'm just going to
because we need to have conversations with people we disagree with.
So I think, Laura, I'll let you go, but I think it's playing this plausible deniability game, and now it's become the worst version of it, and now you want to backtrack off of it. But to Ebro's point, everyone was saying, this is really bad. This is really dangerous. You are harming people by making this normal. That Schultz interview with Trump was right down the stretch of the election, and it was one of those moments that Trump really excels in, where he really seems normal, and you can really treat him in this way where he's relatable and comfortable. That had a factor, that mattered. So what are you going to do now with your platform beyond saying, my bad?
Right.
What are you now going to do? Because the milk is out of the udder. What are you going to do?
But I don't think, but so that takes me back to the grift, because they know they don't have to do anything except entertain, get the clicks, and shift on to whatever the next hustle is, whatever the next trend is.
And this is going so bad for Trump right now, and the ICE thing looks so bad, and you can see his approval ratings are terrible. So now you can play the other side, and there'll be a lot of, this is bad. You're right.
And here's the safe landing. According to what Laura was pointing out earlier on the show and what we're seeing on social media, a lot of people are in this boat. So now they have their spokesperson to be like, I screwed up too.
My bad.
My bad. I screwed. I didn't think it could get this bad.
So, Laura, do you think it was an intentional grift?
I just feel like just to excuse it as like, I'm just going to interview him. No, he was spewing this pro-Trump rhetoric before this. So it's like leading up to it. So, and whoever else is on the show was like, ha, they would just laugh about it and entertain it. And it led to them getting that Trump interview.
Well,
and now the my bad, all while people's lives are being destroyed. People are scared because their aunt could get taken, their mothers, their children. Like, it's bad, guys.
And didn't Trump always say, day one, we're going to have the biggest deportation in U.S. history.
It's
always there.
And nobody, and we Well, nobody listened to our radio show. They definitely didn't get the clips online, which is why we realized that when we started doing this, there's people actually watching the show now.
For the first time.
Nobody actually was getting these clips because all they wanted to put out was Laura's flashing lights and us talking about rappers. But we've been talking about this for a while where they would throw out numbers. We're going to round up 2 million. We're going to he said 11 million and he said 21 million once. Of them, he was like, there's 20 million illegal people. And I was like, 20? Do you know what 20 million people getting rounded up looks like? Do you know what that looks like? And most people don't know what that looks like.
No.
Idiot, because you heard these crazy numbers and you didn't take it serious, or you're so jaded by talking crazy on the internet and watching the internet that you were like, he's just talking. It's not going to happen.
But it doesn't matter. Why would you be okay with that talk?
Why would you be okay with that talk? Yo, Schultz.
Congratulations.
Now, would you interview Andrew Schultz?
I've thought about that. I'd be more apt to interview Schultz probably than say I would never interview Tommy Loren or Candace or Katie Miller or any of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Schultz is interesting because I don't believe that he is the worst of those kind of people. I think there's an interesting conversation to be had that could potentially be effective. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe he's evil and wants to spread evil, but he made choices, his own success of his podcast ahead of the well-being of his fellow Americans. So I don't know. It's the same way I feel about Charlemagne. There's certain things that he does that I'm like, oh my God, how? But at the same time, I don't think Charlemagne's heart is terrible and he wants bad things to happen to people, but he does things that make me go, how could you do that in that moment? Do you see what I'm saying? I see a difference. I delineate between the people who are outright, I know what side they're on.
And hustling grifters who just jump at the opportunity to get clicks and make money.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, listen, that's what it is.
Right.
If you know something's bad and you have a platform where you're successful and you're like, yo, this is bad. Oh, but it's going to be hot. It's going to move around. It's going to go viral, right? And you say, yeah, but I don't have to do that. I don't need to take that one. I'm going to pass on that one because I don't like it.
Yeah. I'm aware of the distinction.
Right? Like that's what it is.
Yeah. It's not hot to do that, though.
It's not. You're not John Blaze. And you're not. I mean, look, you can't do big numbers. Listen, we're struggling to have 50,000 subscribers.
Right, come on.
We'd be over 1 million right now.
If we had Sneeko and Aiden Ross, who else anyone we could get up here to sit here?
Run it up.
Whoever said the racist thing in chats that we could get to come talk with us?
Interview them.
I can't.
Give them a platform. Talk to them like they really have an opinion.
Let's see what we can glean from them.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? We need to learn a little bit about each other. I do not need to learn about somebody who goes out in public and uses the N-word knowing that it's wrong, knowing that you're just trying to do it to offend people.
I like back in the day when they were more overt with it. You know what I mean? Like in the Donahue Geraldo era. When they would just the Klansmen would just be on there with the hood on. They'd be like, yo, what are you doing? And people would come out and just yell at them. And they'd be like, I hate you, European. And he'd be like, and then they would just get into a fight. Just be honest. Let it be. That's John Blaze.
Yeah.
And sometimes the
by the way, if you're really about that life, if you're really a white supremacist, put the costume on.
That's what I'm saying.
But I guess they kind of are putting the costume on.
Right, it's a new costume.
It's just a new costume.
The costume's different.
Now it's a slick haircut. You know what I mean? But they went and started doing the tight fade. What was the guy, I don't know his name, the guy that was running ICE that looks like the character from the Tiana Taylor movie?
Bovino.
Bovino.
Yeah, Bovino. I always get Bovino and Bongino confused.
That's the guy. He had the costume on.
Yeah,
no, he wore the costume.
The costume was crazy.
Speaking of, what is his last, Bovino?
Yeah.
That's different than Bongino. That's different. There's two different people.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a clip where Trump said he's going to nationalize elections?
Oh, yeah, that was with Bongino.
Let me see that clip.
And they vote illegally. And amazing that the Republicans aren't tougher on it. The Republicans should say, we want to take over. We should take over the voting in at least 15 places. The Republicans ought to nationalize the voting. And we have states that are so...
That's a problem. That's a problem, folks.
It's not what you want.
Nationalizing the voting, meaning the reason this thing is holding up, barely is because the states can at least protect the integrity of their own elections.
That's right.
to nationalize it and basically let the Republicans take over. He is openly saying, I want to cheat.
Yeah.
We want to cheat. We got to set this up. It's not working the way I thought it would.
Remember, even if you believe that there's problems in the voting, okay, even if you're one of the people that's like, listen, someone needs to do something, there's too much illegal voting. Let's just play along, which is why they went into Fulton County, by the way. Remember, they believed that there was cheating in 2020, even though Trump's own supporters, his attorneys, Republican judges, everyone has looked at that. They've done a recount, manual recount. No cheating was found in 2020 in Fulton County, Georgia. It was just not there. But let's just play along. That means that ultimately, right, he wants to take away checks and balances.
Correct.
He doesn't want other eyes on this.
Correct.
Which leads to your point of the cheating. All of this is about sequestering, hiding, putting up some sort of block so that others cannot see what's going on.
And then you can take the election. There's no problem. And what I said to Ebro last week was, I'm actually surprised that this democracy thing is held up as well as it has. It's somehow fought against this through them trying to do it. But this one in Georgia where they said he got on the phone and had a pep talk, like a 1-minute pep talk with the people that they sent in there to try to find the votes. He got them on the phone and was basically like hyping them up, like, go find these votes. Let's go get them. And you said, what's her face was there?
Tulsi
Gabbard. She's there and he's hyping them up to go find. They only need to find 12,000 votes, right? They're not there. They don't exist. But guys, they could. There are ballots. There could be unused ballots. Those ballots could all of a sudden get used.
I know.
Then they could be found. Then all of a sudden, even though everyone has said the claims of the 2020 election being rigged is completely false, he would have the proof that he needs, that he completely created in front of our eyes. He's saying it. He's been doing it. Why are you still obsessed with this? The only reason he's still obsessed with this is because he thinks he can find it. He thinks there's a way he can get this done. Otherwise, he would have moved on. He thinks he can do it. And then he will never have to leave office.
Yeah.
And then the whole conversation about who's next for the Republicans.
Congratulations.
Trump.
You played yourself.
Let's get to the gurus. It's guru time. You got something ready?
Sure I do.
About to wrap up today. We close out with the original gurus. There's a lot of politics today.
Let's zen.
How'd y'all feel about all the politics out there at TV land?
We're zenning.
The ELR show. Subscribe, share.
Are you done? TheOrignalGurus@gmail.com. TheOrignalGurus@gmail.com. Where the gurus unite to shine the light. Hi, Rosenberg is out there who's writing to us. Who needs us?
Zen. TheOrignalGurus@gmail.com. TheOrignalGurus@gmail.com. Your destination for clarity. All right, here we go. So happy you all are still together. Let me put them on.
Well, not all.
Oh,
we got to find Cass One.
I saw him.
I talked to Cass One the other day.
What'd he say?
I asked him how much he was getting paid over there, so that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe our subscribers or something get crazy. Laura will get this merch out. You know what I mean? We can use some merch
Put it
money.
on Laura's merch, huh?
It's always Laura's fault on the merch.
Always.
All right.
If we could sell merch every month, we could bring the crew back.
Hey, you never know.
We love you all. Shout out to the OG gurus, Rosenberg, Laura, and Shawnee. Even Cass One. Ebro, I love you, but you're not a guru.
Fact.
DJ Calivoice. But you can participate as long as you don't do the snorting thing, please. We want to be zen. My very close friend has been in a bad relationship and has a child from the most recent one. Soon before getting pregnant, she was back and forth about the relationship and was even planning on how to get him out of her house. She told me that he doesn't treat her well, takes advantage, yells at her, etc. Basically every red flag besides hitting her. Well, she had the baby anyway, and they are still together. I've supported her by validating her feelings when she complains and encourage her that she deserves to be treated better. She is now planning on getting pregnant again and wants me to be happier for her. I told her I will always love and support her and her children, but I am wondering why she is continuing with him. She asked for my opinion. I didn't just give it. I think she's decided to settle and is pretending things aren't bad, which is fine. It's her life. I don't think he's a good person because of how she told me he treats her. But when I see him and them together, they're always cordial. He's always cordial. She wants to double date and create some relationship between us, which feels fake and weird. I'm trying not to judge, but how can I suddenly start hanging out with them together and celebrating their relationship when I know what's really going on? I want to support her, but how can I just pretend she's not in a toxic relationship? By her account, not my opinion. Can you even stay friends with someone who doesn't support your relationship? How? Thank you, gurus. You're all so loved and needed in the community.
Thanks. Wait, the gurus are needed in the community?
Yeah.
I think everybody.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it all depends because I had a friend like this, but this is my situation. I ended up cutting her off because I couldn't do it.
Why?
Well, she was being treated very badly. And then when it got physical and I helped and she still kept going back, I was like, I can't.
Yeah, can't F with you.
I cannot be a part of this. Because then it started affecting me emotionally. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want this type of
That's like the classic, you're walking down the street and you see a couple getting into it and then the guy steps in and is like, hey, man, back up.
That's happened to me before.
And then they turn around and try to punch you in the face.
Yeah, well, not
That's
a
happened to me
punch.
before.
And
But
then
I was about to call the cops and they cursed me out.
And then the girl jumps in against you too.
She
You're
was
like,
like, what? I was like, I'm going to call the cops. She was like, you better F it not.
I think once it gets physical, once I find out, I've had friends who I found out were like hitting their women or whatever. I can't rock with you.
Done.
I can't. I thought I don't like none of that. It's kind of like if I found out a friend was like doing cocaine or something like that. I can't rock with you.
I think I'd have a tougher standard for the hitting than the cocaine.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying there's certain things like, yo, you do coke, bro?
That's a line for you, and that's not the same field though.
No, it's not. I'm just saying there's items. I'm running through the items. I'm running through my list.
I got news for you. You got friends who do coke, bro.
What if
yeah, they don't do it for me. I don't know.
What if you chew a mushroom?
Friends?
here
I don't
and
know if
there?
I got friends.
Yeah, you do.
I know people who do coke.
You got friends that do coke.
Friends?
Yeah.
Guaranteed? You know this? You did coke with them?
I've never done coke, but I guarantee you have the way about coke that I always had growing up of like, oh my God, you do that? Like they said, say no to drugs. I have that same thing. People who have partied in certain ways, it's not as big. It's not. I'm just being honest. It's just not as.
I'm gonna ask around today.
I mean, I know a lot of people who do coke.
Yeah, I know. I've lots of.
Do I know people who do coke? Yeah, you said friends. I don't consider a lot of people I know to be necessarily my friends.
I think they're I think you're friend. I think you're seeing it. I don't want to downplay it because I'm not trying to downplay it.
Yeah.
But like people do
coke's
coke,
not,
bro.
I don't think coke's a big deal. I just don't hang out with people who do coke like that.
I don't think they do it in front of you because they know that me and I don't. Not in front of me either because we're both squares.
But just like I wouldn't hang out with somebody who's hitting a woman.
No, it's not the same. It's a
different.
terrible comp.
Different.
I want you to change it.
It's different.
No, I'm just saying these are my lines. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm not saying these are my lines.
No, I'm telling you, your lines are different because you're one of the lines. Your friends are doing lines.
White line.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that as deep. But anyways,
wait. So coke is out here acceptable now? People just.
I think it's been that way forever. Yeah, I think it's pretty acceptable. But to me, I see it should be less acceptable considering all the nasty ish that's out here.
Absolutely.
You don't know what you're getting.
That's what I always tell
With
my
the fentanyl,
friends.
right? People,
Yeah,
that's causing the death. Is fentanyl in the coke?
Correct.
That's what I tell them all the time. Are you going to die?
The days of the 80s, that was at the time when they told us it was the worst, was actually when you probably would have been all right.
Can you
Now's the problem.
Can you casually be a coke user, or are you just using coke? Once you're using coke, like you're using coke.
You really sound like me at 15 right now. It's crazy. No, there are definitely people who casually do it once, twice a year. They're at a party. Oh, it's the Grammys.
And doing coke.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And
I
then
mean, there's also people who abuse it.
for sure. That too. I don't want to make it sound like there aren't cokeheads out here.
Yes.
But I didn't know how close I didn't know what the line is. Like, I don't know how addictive it is.
I have mad friends and loved ones who have done coke and are not cokeheads.
Got it.
For sure. Matter of fact, what are you guys doing later? I do want to try, but it's too late now. I'm 46.
I don't like it. I've never liked how they talk about it. Like, you stay up? Why do I want to stay up?
But it goes real quick, too. And
like, why do I want any of this?
I just don't trust what's in it.
Well, that was before that, but it was when I was like, why
this
do you want to
lady
stay
wants to know about her relationship.
Oh, sorry.
We just left.
Someone's doing coke.
They're doing coke out here, lady. I'll say this. You didn't tell us that this guy's abusing her. You said that she complains about him being kind of crappy and like not treating her great, and their relationship sounds toxic. I'm not trying to downplay that, but without any specific information, if she's telling you this is the relationship she wants to be in, and sometimes the guy's an a-hole, but she wants to have another kid with him and she loves him, unless she has told you something that you know is like, oh my God, that's beyond the pale.
Right.
We all have friends that are in some toxic relationships.
Is he doing coke?
And you know what?
Is he hitting her? Like, what are we talking about?
Those are the two things.
Try going on the double date and see how it goes. If he's terrible on the double date.
She already said he's not. That's the thing. She already said in person he's like really cordial. I think you just gotta. She's your friend.
You gotta do the dance.
Well, you know what?
The dance.
Do the dance.
Yeah,
do the dance. Where's the dance?
And if it gets bad, then stop doing the dance.
That's it. That's it.
But for right
Where's the
now,
dance
it just
music?
sounds like they fight sometimes, and she complains to you, and now you're like, I don't want to. You should come on, just do the dance.
Just do the dance.
And people do dance when they're doing coke, by the way. So
you can't stop now.
You know what I mean? And they probably would dance to this terrible music.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, buddy, got some? What did you bring? Let's go. Let's go to the bathroom, bro.
Hey, do the dance.
All right, hope that helps.
Yo, that is
So
hilarious.
say the gurus.
Yo, listen, man, it was a good time today,
That was
man.
fun.
Thanks for joining the
We
program.
covered a lot today. Oh, boy.
Listen, subscribe and like. Please like.
Please
it was
like.
brought to my attention courtesy of Rosenberg and King Lou that
Weren't a lot of likes.
y'all in there chatting, but we ain't getting the likes. So hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps more people get exposed to the program. More exposure, obviously, make sure we can keep this thing running because we're currently running this thing off our own gumption.
Yeah, my man sent a couple of suggestions for the Do the Dance shirt just now.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
One looks like it's Prince themed, which is interesting. There's
That's definitely Prince thing.
Yes.
Do the Dance.
I kind of like it, though.
I kind of like it too. That's actually like a dope looking shirt.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Then he said, what's that, a marionette? What are those called?
Marionette, but it's given minstrel marionette.
It's given to minstrel.
Yeah.
I got you. This is more straightforward. Just to
Do the dance.
Do the dance.
But that's that looks like a cheerleader font or something.
Oh yeah, it does like a Laker girl.
Yeah,
It's giving Laker girls.
There you go.
All right.
And then this is more like big shiny bootleg kind of vibes. Do the dance. I don't love that one.
That's giving flash dance or something.
It's giving more flash in. My favorite of them so far is actually the Prince vibes.
All right, do the dance.
I'd want to see maybe a little bit of a shoulder shimmy in it somehow. I don't know how to do it. Well, we'll figure it out. Shouts to Chase. We're working on it.
Yo, Chase, thanks for the graphics.
Thanks, bro.
We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, we're dropping a Patreon
today.
So lock in on that. And then we'll be back in La Mañana. I got to travel to San Francisco, Super Bowl time. So I got to go do... Yo. I got to go do the dance.
Oh, he's out there dancing, pal. He's doing all the dances. Have a good time.
Have fun.
Oh. He's going to be in the suite.
I know.
And not putting on, I won't say he puts on a white voice, but he takes the bass down. Like, he turns the bass from
how you
8 to
doing?
6.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
man, how are you? So nice to meet you.
Nice
Cool.
to meet you. Yeah, man.
Pleasure.
Cool, man.
Cool, yeah.
Want to get a beer?
Cool, man.
Oh, yeah, no, Melania? It looks like a pretty good doc. I mean, everyone deserves to have their story told.
Whoa, that's not...
Wow.
Actually, no, everybody does deserve this.
That's right. She was just a poor girl from Latvia.
She was just a mail order. She was just a mail order.
Sorry. Why not?
Bye.